So Paddy, we're
Yes.
here at the Northern Managers Awards dinner.
Yes.
Tell us what it's like. It's usually a great night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always a great night. It's we've recently in the national committee we've had some fantastic news in that Pele is going to be our next guest of honour at Tribute Night in January. But this in terms of the spread of great figures in football, this is in a way almost unmatched. It is extraordinary looking around the room. I mean, Jose Mourinho's not, although he's an award winner here, he's not here. But Sean Dyche, he can't be here. Sean Dyche is, and it's not just them. It's Chris Wilder. Look, I mean, he's the talk of football with his feats with Sheffield United. He's here. Phil Parkinson, Gary Bowyer. You know, a lot of the spread of managers from the different levels of football. All doing well. That's why they're here to be awarded. It makes it a really unique night, and it's wonderful for us as journalists to sit down without any, I was going to say pens and papers, but we don't have pens and papers, without any laptops, and just talk football. And we get a lot out of it, and I hope they enjoy it too. I love it. It's to me, it's unmissable.
And David Wagner is coming hot-footing it, having just narrowly lost to Manchester City. But it shows you, even when they've had a big game, it's important for them to come to these events.
I think that speaks for itself, Jerry. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, he's come from this game. I was able to watch quite a lot of it. I mean, what a brilliant job he's done at Huddersfield, and what a magnificent contest Huddersfield made out of that. I mean, the first half, you were just on the edge of your seat all the time. He's made such an impact, not just on the team, but on the club. I mean, the noise that crowd generate. Obviously, it's not just about David Wagner, you know, but what a huge impact he's made on football. And the fact that he wants to be here is, it's a privilege for us, but it just enhances the day. And the fact that he's battling his way through blizzards tells its own story.
And Manchester City, they've overcome, come from behind. They're looking absolute favourites for the title.
Yes.
And we vote for our Footballer of the Year. I know it's a long way off, but Kevin De Bruyne is already looking a leading contender, isn't he?
Oh yeah. I don't know about you, but if I had to vote now, it would be the easiest decision I've ever made in this vote. But of course, it's a very, very long season. And I do think that the title will be decided in this town, in this city, this great city of Manchester, where I'm sorry to sound emotional, but both of my children were born here, so coming to Manchester just makes it an even better night for me. And I think the title will be settled in this city. Maybe two titles will be settled in this city, but I don't think it'll be as runaway a victory for Pep's City as people make out. I will make a forecast, and bear in mind that my forecasts are almost invariably wrong, that there will be fewer than 6 points between Manchester City and Manchester United at the end of the season.
So City to win by a runaway margin then?
Everybody's talking as if we may as well give it to them now. And of course, it is a miracle with all the advantages that City have got in terms of money, they must be running their business quite well, because to produce in such a relatively short time as Pep has, basically the football that made everybody fall in or re-fall in love with Barcelona, to produce it here in the English game is, it is a miracle, and of course we all want it to succeed. But it's a long season here, and as Pep found out last night, the English game is uniquely demanding in Europe now, or probably in the world, in terms of the level of competition at the top level. That's 10, 15 years the Germans would have maybe 6 top clubs. We've got 6 top clubs now, and you can be a great side and perceived a failure. So I think it's going to be an absolutely brilliant season. All I would say is that the title's going to end up in Manchester, and you're going to say, well, thanks, Paddy, for that unique insight into what everybody else knows.
Thanks,
you.
Paddy, for
Thank
that
you.
unique insight into what everyone else knows.